Hi. So sorry about the technical difficulties, but we're back for part two. Um, so when I left, they had just encountered Leon, and I believe that he was brutally murdered in my absence. And that's canon. That's happening. He's dead. You have killed him. Um, Behind him, though, you see a little hut that he was clearly living in. Um, Let me see. He has a bunch of stuff in there. If you'd like to go check it out.
Well, yeah.
Kind of now.
We didn't
Yeah.
brutally murder him for no reason. Oh, I'm sorry. That's meta. Aurora says,
Carefully walk through the sea of blood. Not carefully, not so I don't slip.
This is the worst example of Numenera in human history. It's meant to be a game of exploration. It's just been brutal murder.
There's
We
some
had
exploring.
exploration in murder.
Haven says,
Yeah.
wait, Huron. And I look up at these huge walls that make up the labyrinth, and I say, who built this thing? Why is it here? I wonder, are we pieces on the board?
Fucking trolls. Unbelievable.
snap.
So, in this guy's little house, he's got a couple of ciphers and a diary, or actually bits of paper, kind of all over the place. Ciphers are what seems to be some sort of wrist strap. You've also got two pills.
Hmm. Can I use my Numenera knowledge to see what they do?
Yes, you can.
All right. Well, I don't know what the hell that one does.
You're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a wrist strap.
Pills. Boom. Ugh.
Yeah, they're
I don't
definitely like you put them in your mouth and then you swallow them and then something happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like the dice stream on this hangout.
Does Leon have anything of a more personal nature in his tent?
Yeah, he's got his he wasn't wearing it, but he's got his duster and the snake belt there.
Maybe a picture of your wife.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does.
Burn.
So I go over and I pick it up, and I see that this picture is well worn and used, and my hand just shakes with rage as I'm looking at it, and I imagine back to the orchard, and the trees and the apples, and the desecrated body of my children and my wife, and I drop it, and I pull my snake boot off, and start cutting it with a small knife I remove, and attaching this new belt to it, finishing off the masterpiece. So I'll get to sewing that right away.
Okay, you can do that, no problem. Yeah, so there's also like a diary and stuff if you want to look at that. And if not, you can just wander somewhere.
Oh, I'm looking at the diary.
It's there's 4 pages, and the text becomes increasingly less and increasingly scratchy. So the first one says, "A month has gone by. We've spoken to both camps of creatures. What their original purpose was here, they don't really seem to recall. But from my readings, well, it looks like there's something in the middle of this labyrinth, and they were here to keep it here." The next one says, "Ulak and Yara died yesterday. We walk and always end up in the same place. It's maddening." And the next one says, "It's just me now, all alone, always lost. Sometimes I sleep in one place and wake up somewhere else." And the last one says, "Build a house, hoard the things, stay safe, it stalks at night."
So I'll call Huron over and I'll say, "What'd you make of this picture book? weird hieroglyphics. And I'll hand it to him because I have and can't read. So Huron will actually relay the message that you gave me to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, looks like we may be stuck in here a while, unless this guy was completely mad. So.
Well, judging by what we saw back at the entrance, I'm guessing he's not.
Well, I guess all we can do is walk around and murder stuff. So.
Well, there's supposed to be something at the center of a labyrinth. I suggest we try to make our way there.
Yeah.
So walking on, you walk on for a couple more hours, and eventually you get to another crossroads. And at the crossroads, there are 3 creatures, and they're like the green guy you saw earlier. Right? They're tall. They've got four arms and these kind of weird legs. What do you call those kind of legs? I don't know. They're jointed weirdly anyway. And as well, you see them in the distance, and what do you want to do? They're
Kill
definitely,
'em! No.
they're definitely guarding. Like they're not wandering; they're standing there.
And Aurora looks to Havan, waiting
Stuff
for his
be
command.
here. Stuff be here.
Rust is just preparing his pistol again, making sure it's loaded, ready to go, safety off, and looking to Huron.
Well, according to the diary, it seems as if some of these things are guarding what's in the middle of this maze, and these might be the ones. So, grip that pistol tightly.
I'll give a nod to Aurora.
I just look to Huron and say, "I'll follow your lead."
So do you approach?
Aurora reaches down at his side and realizes that he left his ring blade back at camp. Grabs his quarterstaff and begins moving forward toward the 3 Goro-like figures in the distance.
Okay, so as you approach, they start talking. One of them starts talking. It doesn't have a mouth, so it's definitely in your head that you're hearing it. And it says, "Announce yourself. Who are you?"
Aurora.
That's a pretty solid intro.
Translated. I'm sorry. Translated into the common tongue. That's Aurora.
The creature replies and says, You could be useful. Come speak to the elder."
Do we all hear this in our heads, or is Aurora the only one hearing this?
Just Aurora, because he moved forward.
He says, "What?"
"Sheath your weapons. Come with us. We mean no harm."
I turn back to my my companions and I take my quarterstaff and I kind of tuck it through the loop that it was residing in, and I look back at them and like, you see what I've done? And I continue forward.
I'll walk forward.
I'm not carrying any weapons anyway, so I'll walk forward.
Rust will tuck his arm behind his back with the gun still in his hand and walk forward. And
So they say again, "We mean you." Now you can all hear it. "We mean you no harm. We have a proposition for you. Come speak with the elder."
what kind of proposition? Who are you?
"We are the Watchers."
What are you watching?
"That is unknown."
Have you been watching us?
"No."
Well, you're not very good watchers, are you? Okay, well, let's go see the master.
That's an excellent attempt at levity. Ha 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 ha.
All right. Well, since they're making really bad jokes, I'll sheath my pistol.
So they bring you into their camp, and you can see it's like basically the crossroads they're at, kind of up each lane. There's kind of little buildings and stuff. Buildings, more like tents and huts and stuff. And basically, this is the way into the camp, and they take up a lot of space. There's quite a few of these creatures walking around. You see little ones as well, so there's obviously like families and stuff. They bring you to the fanciest of the huts, and kind of usher you inside. And inside there's one of these dudes, and he looks exactly the same. They all look the same.
Rust is extremely uneasy and constantly thinking about an escape route.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we could run that way, take those children hostage, we can get out there, that's the quickest way out. All right.
They say, or he says, the brutish creatures in the maze must die. They've begun to destroy the walls. This cannot be allowed.
The ones with the white face?
Yes. They are brutish and simple.
Yeah, we saw them take one of your boys back there a ways back.
That is grim news.
Pardon me, sir. Why are these walls so special, if you don't mind me asking?
They are sacred. They are what makes the maze. He's like confused as to how you're even asking this question.
Do they move?
Of course they do.
That doesn't strike you as odd?
Why would it strike me as odd?
Well, you know, just because it's fucking odd.
I don't appreciate your profanity.
I'm kind of standing near the door, and when he says that, my little glass bead starts spinning around and kind of catches the side of the door. And I like move over a little bit.
What lies at the center of the labyrinth?
We cannot say.
Cannot or will not?
His eyes kind of like shift. Cannot.
Do you want to? You want to, don't you?
We've lost our purpose. We are here for a reason, and we do not know what it is.
Really?
Aurora will pick a...
Your elders knew what it was?
Our elders. We have been here for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. All we have is 3 books from that time. And they're not very illuminating in terms of what we are supposed to do. It mentions us as watchers, and so we watch.
I'll look over at Aurora and shrug.
And you see Aurora picking bits of fleshy material off of Havan's shirt and just like throwing it to the ground, cleaning him up a little bit after the Chainsaw Massacre.
So these books, they interest me. Do you mind if I take a look?
He like recoils. The sacred texts are not to be read by any but the elders.
Okay. So you have no hope of escaping this place? You're just gonna stay here generation after generation, guarding something you have no idea what it is?
Our purpose was to
Watching?
live here and watch and protect. And we do that to the best of our ability.
Sounds to me like the elders are taking advantage of you. I mean, sacred texts that you're not allowed to read, I suppose they read them for you and interpret them because your simple minds wouldn't understand them, correct?
No, I can quote you some of the sacred texts.
He even looks very uncomfortable because he's
You can
illiterate.
quote them, but can you tell me what they mean?
Well, yeah.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
There are 2 fish swimming along, and they meet another fish who nods at them and says, "Good morning, how's the water?" And the two fish swim on for a little bit, and one of them looks at the other one and says, "What the hell is water?"
Aurora starts going. Okay.
There is much meaning to be taken from this. Perhaps your minds are unable to comprehend it.
I whisper to Rust, fucking children's books.
Sounds like a book of jokes.
What
So-
meaning has been taken from this? It's about being in the world and not realizing what's around you. It's deep and sacred.
Alright, I'm done with negotiations. Check this out, Looky Loo. What you willing to pay us to go do your dirty work?
We will show you the way out. We will bring you safely through if you can take care of these brutes who destroy the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What about
And
And what else do you want?
He says and Aurora just holds up like 7 bags of gold. As if to say, is this not enough?
I would think that a means of escaping this maze would be worth a lot to you.
well, if these monster things are just tearing down the walls of this piece of shit, maybe I'll just go watch them open a way out for me.
I do not like your attitude.
Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Well, come on, just sweeten the pot a little bit for me. Just a little bit. You got to have something.
We could perhaps provide you with yes, that'll do. We could provide you with an ancient helmet.
I look at Huron questioningly with my eyes.
And I lip the words "fucking helmet," ancient helmet.
Huron wants the books, right?
Yeah, he's there for. There's something here, and he knows it.
The guy
But
says, once long ago, we know that there is something at the center of this pyramid, this labyrinth, and we are here to ensure that it does not escape and that no one enters to meet it. So we protect this approach to the center.
This approach?
Yes. I mean, there are other ways. We have many colonies within the maze.
So what you're telling me is that we can't go have a look-see.
It would be difficult, because beyond us are the guards, these brutes, and they won't let you through either.
What if that was our payment, just to take a quick look?
We no longer know what dwells at the center, but we know that if we and the guards are bound here to keep it there, it must be dark and powerful.
Well, what do you think, Huron?
So what exactly do you want us to do?
I want you to go to these guards and take care of them, to convince them to stop building in the walls and chopping them down, to convince them that their ways are wrong. And then a voice from the back of the tent, and take the heart of their leader.
Now that's where we get into an issue. Hearts of leaders cost extra.
And the guy who's talking to you kind of like Looks, almost turns around to look and then just doesn't. Yes, and take the heart of the leader. As I said, we can offer you the ancient helmet in return.
Perhaps you should show the helmet to Huron and let him sample your goods.
The helmet is ancient and powerful. But I suppose if you can take care of these guardians, then it can be arranged.
Yeah, let's see the helmet.
Okay, he like waves two of his hands, and somebody runs out. And there's kind of an awkward silence as you stand there waiting.
You see my hand go out, snap, 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 and I sit down in my chair. Extra dimensional.
The guy is stunned by that. How? You have powerful magics.
I am a great wizard from a land far away. It would do you best not to mess with me.
Mm-hmm.
And as he says that, the little rectangular thing on the band around my wrist starts to beep. Beep, 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 beep. I reach over, push a button, and it stops.
Dude comes back. He's carrying this helmet, and it's like a full face helmet with like these big horns and wings, and it's like the most dramatic. It looks like something out of a heavy metal video. It's like totally ridiculous, like wings and horns and like a skull face and everything. And he like reverently hands it to the guy. This is the ancient and powerful helmet.
Alright. So can I do some kind of roll to see what it is?
Sure,
Or
yeah, you can try it.
significance? Alright. You can try. Like that. Fuck.
Even with such a shitty roll, you know it's an artifact. You know it's not a cipher, it's not an oddity, it's an artifact. So that means it's like something that has a permanent use, something that's like really rare and very powerful.
Okay. So I look around at him and I say, this could be worth a couple dollars here. Or what is money called in
Shins.
Numenera? Shills?
Shins.
Shins.
Bags of gold.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reckon this thing's worth like 100 bags of gold?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like elbowing
Ooh.
Huron and I'm saying, take the deal, take the deal!
Okay. And you'll show us the way out and
We will.
we'll bring you the heart and we get the helmet.
Yes.
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay, they lead you out, and basically you go through the camp, through like all the way through to the other side, so deeper into the maze. About a day's walk from here, you will encounter the guards. They are simple people. They will not be as receptive as we were. I would be prepared.
Oh yeah, we'll be prepared.
So you're able to walk pretty easily. It's a straight line, and it doesn't veer. There's no turns or anything, which seems odd. And after about, like they said, about a day's travel, you see up ahead another sort of encampment, but this is different in that there are buildings like caverns carved into the walls, and you see some of these things that you saw earlier. Right, I'll put a picture up again. And they're kind of hanging out of these buildings and swinging around and stuff and acting a lot like monkeys. So there we go.
This is the black stiletto people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they see you, and two of them kind of like walk forward on all fours, and one of them says, "What do you want? Who are you? How did you get past the Watchers?"
Are they vocalizing, or is this in our heads as well?
They're vocalizing, yeah.
Oh.
I'll say nothing and just click the safety off on my pistol.
You look formidable. We would have a proposition for you. If you would
Nice.
come speak to our elders.
Excellent.
We will mate with your elders. Take us there.
So they do.
I'm sorry. I thought he said we will mate with your elders. So, which is fine if that's what you said. I just had to clarify.
We
Oh,
will
no,
mate with
that-
your elders.
That's gonna happen next. First things first, though. Introductions are in line.
Yeah, a little bit of foreplay, baby. A little bit.
Buy them dinner first.
Yeah.
You get taken before. You have to climb quite a bit, but there's like steps carved into the wall, like a ladder almost, and you're able to climb into quite a big cavern. There's a couple of these guys in there. One is a little bigger than the rest. He says, You are stuck in here, no doubt. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, if you were to convince the Watchers to stop their magics and take the heart of their leader and give it to us, we would show you the way out.
Sounds kind of familiar, does it, Huron?
Yeah, we can do something with this.
Let me just ask him. What's at the heart of the labyrinth?
A creature of power, I think.
Is this guy the leader, Lloyd?
Yeah.
You think?
All right.
It
I
has
put
been-
my hand in my jacket, and I pull out this mechanical-looking rod, kind of shaped like a snake, and I point it at him and press a button, and you hear a boing, and this huge radar blast shoots off the end of it and smokes him.
What's going on? What have you got?
That's like
Ray
a Looney
emitter
Tune.
of numbing.
Okay.
It's like Marvin the Martian gun.
Ray
You just
is-
gave him a tingling sensation all over?
You got pins and needles.
I've got no idea what it does.
Oh, that was smart. That was smart.
I think you're about to find out.
Good call.
Okay, it numbs one limb of the target.
Can you do the sound effect for us one more time? Though? That was brilliant.
Boing.
Fucking Looney Tunes.
Good luck trying to explain this.
It's got Acme written on the side of it.
So you see that he's on all fours, right? On his front left arm just goes numb, and he just almost falls, and then does fall onto his side. What's happening? I've lost control of my arm. Just unable to lift it.
Now the kids, boys, kill him!
Aurora would bash the hell out of him with his quarterstaff.
Jesus. Okay. Seize them. Oh my
For
God.
fuck's sake, man. Does that
Okay.
mean initiative?
It does mean initiative, yeah.
Alright. I can't stop laughing. Oh, fuck. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
That's a fat 11.
I really like
And
the
it's just a
previous
D20,
more.
right? There's no
It's just a D20, yeah.
walk.
No modifiers.
That last hangout was much, much nicer.
Wow, everybody kind of blew at initiative. I rolled an 11. I'm pretty sure I got number one. So
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're in like the monkey people camp. They're like fucking everywhere.
You
Way in
guys
the
both
air.
got a 6, is that right?
Yeah, I did.
I don't care. I got the ability to teleport. I'm fucking teleport out that bitch.
You're trained in initiative, aren't you, Ian?
Oh, I am, yes.
So you'll actually go before the monkeys. Not monkeys, but I'm calling them.
The letter waves.
Okay, so the big guy goes first. and he like attempts to stand up with his numb arm, and he's like having a real tough time doing it. So he just like picks up a nearby rock and just flings it in your direction. Andrew, so make a speed roll to jump out of the way.
Havan.
It's an 11.
Okay, he hits you. You'll take 3 points as this rock just smashes into you.
Oh, he hits me even with the special or training and specialized.
Oh no, then he doesn't. No.
Thank God. Yes. Like I still got like the rod out, and it's actually like vibrating. You see the rock go, the rock goes flying at me, and I just like dodge out of the way.
Aurora, you're up.
He sees the rock get thrown at Yvonne, and his face just turns into malice. And he just bashes this guy over the head as best as he can.
Okay.
And that will be might.
Yep. So
Okay,
your
so
target's
what-
actually 15 for this guy, so you might want to reduce it down.
I might want it. Let me tell you what, I do want it. So I'm gonna. Now, since might has my edge, I reduce it down by 2.
Yeah, and it lowers the difficulty to a 12.
Can I reduce it again?
No, you can only do it once.
Okay. Come on, baby.
So you, ping, and you like hit the ground next to his head, and he just roars at you.
I bet he does. Nice.
Havan, Haven, Haveen, Havain, whatever you are.
Havan.
Havarti cheese.
Okay. So at this point, my ray emitter of numbing just like dissipates, and like a magical shimmer of sparkles. And I take the chainsaw in front of me and I jump forward, two-handing it, and try to bring it down right on this tribal leader's noggin.
Okay. So your target's 15.
Alright, I'm going to expend might to take it down a step.
Yep.
Take my might down to 9. And then I am going to make it a thrust, so my might will go down to 8.
Okay.
So here we go. Big money. 18.
Nice. Okay, so that actually does an extra 2 extra points of damage. So it's 6 for a heavy weapon, 1 for thrust, and 2 for the 18. So 9. That's a lot.
So, can I take off one of his limbs? Is that fair?
Yep.
Alright.
Take
So
off
I
the
jump.
numb arm.
I'm leaving that, man. That's awesome. I'm jumping down with the chainsaw above my head. His other arm, his good arm, you just see the chainsaw hit at the shoulder, get caught for a second, and then completely obliterate it and lop it off, and it goes flying and hits one of his subordinates.
This big floppy arm just like stunk like a wet fish. Rust, you're up.
Right. Oh, finally gonna fire my gun. How does Pierce work again? I have Pierce 1 speed point.
It's a ranged attack.
Uh-huh.
It does an extra point of damage with a ranged
That's
attack.
1 extra point of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna use effort as well. So I have edge. That's -2 to reduce the difficulty by 3. Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're doing a ranged attack, it's speed.
Right. Okay. Wish me luck. Fucking dice stream. No. I have 7.
Okay, no, you
Come
gigantic
to
explosion, but it just whizzes past him, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
The 3 other monkey lads in here rush forward.
Monkey
Two
lads.
of them rush forward at Havan because of his. So 2 speed defense rolls.
Oh, damn. Big money. 18 and 13?
Oh man, yeah, you jump way out of the way. So they like rush over, and it seems to you like they're in slow motion. They're just like, and you're just like, yeah, this is easy, and just jump out of the way as they try and attack you. One of them rushes forward to try and smack Aurora. So make a speed defense there, please. Aurora?
Sorry.
No
Yes.
worries.
I'm so used to just having an AC.
Yeah.
All right. Speed defense for me. Hold on, that might not be as bad as it looks.
You just need to be the 6, so you're totally fine.
Yep, it's not as bad as it looks.
I think you're also trained in speed defense, so
Yes.
you're totally nailing it. So this thing rushes forward, and you're just like, no, not today. You're on. You're up.
You hear my hands start to crackle and sizzle, and I launch a electrical bolt at the one of the ones that's in front of Havan, and the whole dark primitive hut just lights up blue. I get a 12.
That'll do it.
All right.
Okay, so it's onslaught, so that's going to be 4. So okay, I'll take that away from him. Right, the big guy. He will, with one numb arm, unable to really get anything to bear. He's just going to try and snap out with a bite at at you, Havan. So go ahead and make a speed defense.
10.
Okay, 10 is not going to do it, so you're going to take 5 points of might damage.
Ouch.
As he basically wraps his bone-like face around your leg. Then it'll be Aurora's turn.
All right. Staff bashing. That's really what he's doing. He's gonna do his best to just continue the Sammy Sosa-esque bash of the staff.
Tenderize the meat, Aurora.
Tenderize the meat. Jesus. Can't escape it. You can't.
You're looking for a 15. If you want to reduce it, you can.
You know what? I do. And so I reduce it by 2 to bring it down to a 12.
Correct.
See, I'm getting it. I'm
You
getting
are.
it, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you shitting me right now. Jesus Christ. I
God.
stream, you're a dick.
Yeah, this
Okay.
wasn't the best idea you've had, since this is like the middle of their town, and you know. Anyway,
And then we decided to roll poorly.
Wait. We had? I think only one of us had this idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man.
it's now that person's turn. Haven.
Do you have those? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna yell to Rust. Rust, do you still have those clamps?
Yeah, I think so. I've reached into my pack. Do I still have them?
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Throw them at me.
I toss them to him.
Okay.
I grab them and I'm gonna try to stick them over this creature's eyes. Each of the adhesives on one eye apiece.
Okay. So I'm just going to show you a picture again.
They don't have any eyes, do they?
Nope.
Are they eyeless?
I didn't think they
Yeah.
do.
I think they're all mouth. Just like yeah.
Just put it over his fucking mouth.
Pretty much all mouth.
I've dated a couple of people like that.
All mouth, no eyeballs.
Oh. Why the past tense?
Oh
Parker?
wow.
Wow.
So they don't
I
see
love
out
the
of that weird
stilettos.
jump thing.
No, they don't seem to. They obviously perceive in a different sense.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm all right.
They kind of remind me of those
Without
fishing
eyes, I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, sure.
So you still got them on you, Ian. What I'm gonna do since this thing has a hold of my leg, I'm gonna switch hands with the chainsaw, and I'm gonna rake down underneath of it and try to go for its right leg.
Okay.
They kind of look like, what were those things called? Hannah? No, not Hannah. What were they called?
Only an 8.
Elcor.
That'll miss. So you swing down, but he's actually surprisingly fast considering he has no arms. He jumps out of the way with his legs, and he's still biting down on you.
Damn beast.
Rust.
Yeah, hopefully do a little bit better this time. But I'm gonna continue to try to keep my distance and shoot. I don't want to run up on this big ass thing. Let's see. Oops, that's not dice stream. This is dice stream. So I'll spend another 2 speed points to reduce the difficulty to 12.
Mhm.
That's better. That's a 14.
Okay.
And I've got
Yep.
Pierce as well, so that's 4 plus 1, right? 5?
Yeah. So yeah, your bullet just cracks into this thing, hits it in the shoulder, or what's left of its shoulder anyway, and it like roars and lets go of Havan, and it rolls onto its back, and you can see it's like barely functioning at this stage. The guys will go. The 2 who rushed up to Havan are going to try and attack again, so 2 more speed defenses from you. Actually, because you're specialized, they automatically miss, I think. Unless you roll a 1, so roll 2 dice.
Ooh.
Okay.
16 and 7.
Yeah, so they both just miss dramatically. Then I'll have Aurora do a speed defense as well, as one of them tries to go
Got
for
it.
you.
Just one?
Just one.
Rock and roll. Boom.
Okay, absolutely nail it. And then you hear like the approaching roars of lots more coming up the wall. You're in this little cavern right in the wall, and you can hear them kind of climbing and hooting as they climb up the wall outside.
We need some way to seal off that entrance.
Huron, it's your turn.
Okay. So it's starting to look a little hopeless, but I'm gonna take these 2 pills that I just found and I'm gonna eat them. See what happens.
Nice. Okay, let's see what happens.
Awesome.
Just take them both, hope for the best. It's great.
I have a pill that increases your vision.
Let's see. Where is
It's futuristic Viagra. Damn.
You get super excited. Okay, roll me a percentile, please.
Percentile. All right. Boom. 24.
Right. You take it, and you feel like nothing happens. You feel like if you had been poisoned, you probably wouldn't be anymore.
I'm like, all right, here we go, guys.
And then roll another percentile for the other pill.
All right. 15.
Okay. Right. So you swallow the pill, and you kind of cough a little bit as you do so, and then you feel like a rumble in your stomach, and then it explodes. So you'll take 10 points of damage to your might pool.
Ooh.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
What happens when you
I
run out
think
of?
he just swallowed some explosive poison.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I thought it
exactly
was.
what happened. Yeah.
Jeez.
So what happens when you don't have any more might?
It means you can't use it anymore, and you'll start taking damage to your speed pool.
Okay. Well, I only have 8, so that's like -2.
So you'll take 8 to your might and 2 to your speed. So you swallow this pill just inside your stomach. And you're like, I don't feel so good.
Start puking out blood and some
Anybody got some Tums?
yeah, little sparkles in it for my electrical powers.
Can't believe you just took them out. That's so funny.
For you.
Yeah, it's really funny for me. What would be great is if you took the antivenom afterwards. Might have cured you. Okay, so then it's the big guy's turn. He flops around on the ground. He's unable to do anything, so he just wastes his turn flopping around on the ground with no fucking arms. Aurora, it's your turn.
The quarterstaff swipes down at the big guy like a baseball bat at a paper mache pinata at a 5-year-old's birthday party. And tell me.
Okay. You'll need a 15.
I rolled a 14.
God damn it.
Damn.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, for the big guy it is 15. Oh wait, he's on his back. No, I'll lower the step, so you'll hit him.
You sure about that?
I am sure about that. Yeah, he's not even trying to get out of the way. He's just rolling around in agony.
Does candy come out?
Lots of blood comes out, which is kind of good, I guess.
Just as good.
Yeah, it's black. You just you start hitting and hitting, and you continue to hit, and eventually he stops squirming, and you're just hitting an inanimate corpse. Basically, he is done for.
Good.
Don't damage the heart.
Yeah, no, it's all brains. So I keep going though. I don't stop.
I think I'm next, right?
Haven is next.
Oh shit.
You're after him.
Right.
Okay, so there's 2 on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the one closest to me, I'm going to sweep the legs, Karate Kid style, with the chainsaw.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, this is a gambit here. I'm going to spend 2 might, lower it by 1 step.
Okay.
Here I go.
Come on. What do you have to get?
It's a 12.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh yes.
So yeah, you
Damn,
cut through this thing's legs, just leaving it useless as it it tries to drag itself around in its arms, but it's not so easy for it. Then, so wait, how much damage did you do? 6, right? You didn't use any of your powers. Okay.
Right.
That actually will end him.
Okay, so when I take the legs off, it starts to fall diagonal, and I come back up in a diagonal slash and take the head off in the other direction.
Nice. Yeah, just black blood spraying all over the place. Then it's Rust.
Right. I'm looking at this entrance to this cave we're in.
Mhm.
And I know you said we heard a whole bunch more of them coming up the side of this. No.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make any kind of roll or anything? I'm looking for something that I can do to try and cause a cave-in or something to block off that entrance. I do not want the entire tribe of these things coming in through that back door and flanking
Right.
us.
You do see that there's no other way out of this cavern.
Yeah, I
It's
get
just like
that.
a room. Okay. Yeah, you could sure. Let's say this is a support beam, and you can shoot that.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then.
Okay.
And I will spend another 2 points of speed.
Okay.
I'm blowing lots of speed here, but
Can we create my extra dimensional chair and just put it underneath the knob?
Oh.
that's a 15.
Yeah, you nail it. Hit this thing, it splinters, and then it just starts to crack and crumble, and a little cave-in happens over the door. Just as 3 of them are rushing through, get crushed brutally by the rocks, and all the light winks out.
Oh shit!
And it is
An unforeseen circumstance.
extremely dark. Dust begins to choke all over the place. You're as just this cloud of dust is knocked up as you collapse this door. So yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
The one on Aurora is going to try and attack him again.
Good. Do I have to roll for that?
You too, yeah. Sorry. You need to make speed defense.
Sorry.
You just
So
need a
sorry.
6.
Oh, well, I got one.
Perfect. You jump out of the way.
I do.
The other one that was on Haven is going to try and attack him again.
Okay. I got a 1, so he hits me.
He does hit you, and 1 is bad, so something bad happens. So I'm going to say he hits you and trips you up, and you knocked on your ass, and you thump into Aurora as well, so you both fall over. Yeah, there's a big barrel, and it's totally dark. You can't see anything, just barreling of bodies. And you Haven, will take 3 points of might damage. Unless you have no might, in which case you'll take speed.
Alright, gotcha.
Okay. Huron, you're up.
We're in complete darkness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget these things don't have eyes, so they can probably sense us perfectly.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot some electricity anywhere. Let's see.
Oh,
Bam. 9.
Are you aiming in a specific direction, or?
Yeah, like right in front of me, like where I saw like some of those things before the lights went out.
Okay. Yeah. And for a second, the place lights up under the electricity, and it shoots forward, and it kind of barely clips the one who's attacking Aurora, and he'll take a little bit of damage. But you light up the place, and you see that like there's just a thick cloud of dust in the air, and seemingly no way out of this place now that you've collapsed the entrance.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wish I had some more pills.
Aurora, it's your turn.
So tell me who's closest to me during this brawl.
Haven is.
No.
It's basically you, Haven, and and one of these things is wrapped up in this kind of rough and tumble as you kind of fall to the ground.
Okay, I want to try to just like get my arm through the crook of the neck of this thing and just try to get some sort of grip on it. Maybe try to start choking him.
Sure.
My quarterstaff has tumbled and rolled to the side, so I can't use that at all.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
What do I need to roll?
Just give me a might roll. We'll call it a 12.
Okay, I would like to lower that amount.
Absolutely.
And I have my edge and might, so I lower it by 2.
Yep.
And what do I have to get now?
Now you need to get a 9.
9. Okay, so lower it by 2.
So it goes in steps of 3, the difficulties.
Great. Excellent. Here we go. Boom.
Bam! Absolutely.
Bam.
So not only do you get him, but you do quite a bit of damage to him. You like get its bit of the throat, that windpipe, and you like start to squeeze, and you hear it like a little crunch as it just like coughs and struggles to breathe, and your grip is incredibly tight.
Nice.
So Haven, you're up.
Alright, in this cloud of dust, I see a shadow moving, and I let out a banshee cry as I come to my feet and swing at it wildly, not even knowing what it is.
Okay.
Lords of Fate be on my side.
So let's see. You're just swinging at the mass that is Aurora and the creature, right?
No, I'm getting to my feet and looking for like shadows moving that would be standing up.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's like Robert Ogre or
Right.
like I got no clue. I'm just
Okay.
swinging at it like a shadow that looks like it's walking.
Okay, go ahead and make a swing.
Oh, fuck.
Critical failure.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
No,
so
good.
yeah,
That's
you
good.
basically just swing the chainsaw around and connect with something, and you hear a Huron. You will be taking 6 points of damage.
Hey man, that was some meta shit right there. I don't know if it was Robert Ogre. No.
You were the closest one. Rust is way by the door, and Barker is wrestling on the ground.
No, that's okay. How much
6
damage?
points.
Okay.
You hear me shout, "Got him! He's a big one!"
So that puts me down to 2 speed now. 0 might,
man.
2 speed.
Okay. So
gosh.
no, it's gone well, guys. Keep it up. Okay, Rust, your turn.
I have an explorer's pack.
Okay.
Is there anything in it that would create a source of light,
Sure.
like a torch or something?
Yeah.
I'm going to fire up a torch and toss
Okay.
it as close to where the melee is going on as possible.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can do that. You light up the place. You see that the chainsaw is just spitting blood all over the place, and Huron has like a cut in his clavicle that's quite deep. You also see that his face is just covered in blood that he's been coughing up after the explosion went off in his stomach.
Yeah, that's
Um,
round about where I'm throwing the torch. Somewhere
Yeah.
over there to light up that area.
You can also see in the reflections and the kind of yellowy light, you can see Aurora in this death grip with this creature, like wrestling it as if he's a UFC wrestler, just like
Okay.
on the ground, got him in position.
Can I take another action at all, or no? I don't know.
No, not really. You can
Okay,
move
that's fair.
if you wanted to.
Well, if I can move further away from any of the bad shit, I will. But
You could move closer to the doorway, yeah. Or
Yeah, I'll
towards
do
the
that.
doorway.
Hey.
I will do that.
Okay.
Hey, I have a gun. I can shoot long range.
Touche.
Okay, this remaining thing is going to try and out wrestle you. So go ahead and give me a speed defense.
You can try. Speed defense I am specialized in.
So you just need a 3.
8.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Okay.
trying to like.
I love Numenera. I can make crappy rolls and still succeed. It's
Exactly.
great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's trying to like get its weird hands in under your arm, but it can't really do so. You're just choking it out.
Its teeth are all up in my face.
Oh yeah, big time. Like weird sort of like petrol flavored breath.
Oh, nice.
Huron, you're up.
Okay, the weird wristband thing. I want to mess with it and see what happens.
Okay.
Ciphering it up.
That's what they're for.
That's awesome.
Ogre's just like, man, I want to find out what everything does before I die.
Yep. Maybe one of them will save us. For me, at least. Fuck you guys.
I thought we were friends, man.
Yeah, you okay.
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to roll another percentile.
Okay. I
Are you
like how you
point-
said wow for.
Are you pointing at anything specific?
Well, yeah, it's lit up now, isn't it?
Yeah,
a
you
little
can
bit.
see it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot it at one of the 8 fuckers.
Okay.
21.
21. Okay. And I just need to roll a thing. Okay. So you press it on your wrist and it just goes shoots a beam of like looks like light directly at this thing, but it burns right into it. Burns a hole in it and it just like collapses dead, unable to breathe after Aurora's attack. And it lights up the whole place for a little bit as you have this like incredibly bright light shining.
All right. Like, whoa. Take it, pull it, and just throw it.
So you guys have beaten the things in here.
All right.
What's your plan to get out of here?
Man.
All right. I know what we do, guys. What we do is I take the saw and I will make a suit out of their bodies. We will put the suits on and then work on unplugging the damage we did. When they come in, they'll think we're them, and we'll sneak right out.
The look that Aurora is just giving Yvonne is just like,
No, that's good. You get to work on that, and I'll get to work on extracting the heart.
Excellent.
Everyone give me a hand here.
No. He walks over and he gives you a hand.
It's interesting. You start cutting the thing open, and it's actually you see parts of it are mechanical, and parts of it are organic. But you're able to locate the heart. It's
I suddenly feel like a correlation between us.
yeah, father.
I'm part machine too.
You get the heart, and you can see that like you pull it out, and it looks vaguely like a human heart, but it's also got like a couple of gears and stuff in it. You
Will
take it out.
Fit in my pack?
Yeah.
Okay, put it in my pack. Walk over to the door area and say, okay, Haven, how are you coming along with those monkey suits?
Have I gutted one of them yet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get inside of it and basically close it up using my snakeskin belt.
Can I hear any sounds outside?
Yeah, you can hear like rocks being moved and stuff.
Okay. Here, while you're getting inside there, here, let me take your gold bags there, Haven. Because you're not going to be able to carry those inside. And I'm going to activate my phase changer and just go through the door.
Incredible. Okay.
And
Nice.
book it.
Yeah. So you go
I
through the
got
door.
1 minute of full incorporeality.
Yeah. You go through the door. You like they don't even see you. You can see them though, and there's like 10 of them at the thing, just ripping rocks away, trying to get in.
Good luck, guys.
You just get out, and then which way are you booking it exactly?
Oh, I'm going back to the camp of the big, tall Goro green guys.
Okay.
I've
All
got
right,
my
guys.
bags of gold, I've got Haven's bags of gold, and I've got the heart.
Yep. You're
I'm
good to go.
content.
The rest of us that are in here, we're in on this bad plan together, so I'm gonna open the suit back up, seeing that it fits, and start gutting 2 of the other corpses.
Yeah, you do so. You can actually see little cracks of light coming through now as the rocks are getting pulled away quicker and quicker.
All right, I will try to position myself the best way possible so they can't see the steam on my under part.
Okay.
Well, I guess they don't really see though, so I'm not too worried about it.
So, all right. So I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna look through the light holes, right? And I'm gonna pull out this little. It looks like a pyramid. I'm gonna smash it on the ground. And when I smash it on the ground, it turns my body into all these little particles, and it flies through the little hole, and I land 400 feet away, safely.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, you do. You have to, and then you're just out the other side at the edge of their camp, and you can just start fucking running as well.
Yes.
They're all preoccupied with the situation in their camp. So the two of you inside.
Yeah, we're in trouble, Aurora.
Any sort of plan, or you're just gonna put on the clothes?
I'm gonna try to mimic their movement and
I
hop. try to
like how
hobble
you
out.
call them. I like how you call them clothes.
Right, it's just skin. It's pretty gross.
Skin suits, really. Be honest. Yeah, no. Aurora puts on his skin suit,
Okay.
and he's like looking through the teeth, like inside of the skull, and most likely vomits. It's just the most disgusting predicament he's ever been in.
Dinks of oil and petrol inside the suit as well.
Interesting.
They manage to pull all the rocks away, and they come in, and they like rush past you to the leader and see what's happened. And they're like, oh. And they're speaking some language, and they turn to you and they ask you a question in that language.
My hand just simply points towards the door at the encampment in the middle of the labyrinth where the other faction is.
Okay.
Nice. So nice. Best.
Okay.
Did he roll another one?
They run. He rolled one a while ago.
Jesus, if they rolled another one.
I'll have you do a deception check.
Will you?
I will. I will.
Good call. How about performance?
Performance could work for you, yeah.
I'm kind of performing.
You guys really should have just played dead.
Oh, that's a good call.
It's too late for that.
Yeah. I am trained in performance.
Okay.
Oh.
That'll okay. So you attempt to like mimic their movements, but what you end up doing is being like, and they're like incredibly offended, and they actually kind of look a little bit closer, and they're like, wait a second, and they see the seam and the rip, and they figure it out, and they get close, and you can hear them sniffing, and they look to Haven as well, and they get really close, and there's quite a few of them now, and they're, you did this. You killed our leader.
I'm going to
Aurora
try
just
to Blade Man out.
You what?
I am literally going to do an athletics check and try to run out.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Go for it.
Aurora will do the same thing, considering
Okay.
he does exactly what Havan does.
You're just trying to try and book it. All right, you're not getting away. Okay.
So, some things are meant to be.
Yeah. So you guys like try it, but you're in these stupid suits and you can't really like get them to work. And you just like you get like 3 steps away and just like thunk onto the ground, and they just leap on top of you and they pin you down. And then this
I want to
this
point
is-
out too, when I'm running, parts are literally falling out of the suit.
This is where it would be like a 40-minute description of how nasty things are, but I'm going to skip that. You guys are probably not making it out of there alive, I'll be honest. Unless you got like one more trick you want to try before you get torn apart and eaten.
I got nothing. I do. I have boots of muffling.
Well,
Might I be able to muffle?
explain to me how you would muffle your way out of the situation.
Well, see, it's one of those mufflers that's not meant to deteriorate, the sound of my footsteps. It's actually one of those mufflers on the 2003 Honda Civic that makes it sound more like a bumblebee than anything else, like a. So I feel like they might need to make some sort of check to not fall down deaf and laughing. But if not, it's okay.
I'm going to say they're probably okay. Since
Are you? Okay.
I mean, it was a valiant attempt. I'll be honest. It was
All
definitely valiant.
I have a trick up my sleeve. They didn't actually see what went on in there, right?
No.
I'm gonna yell, "It wasn't us! It wasn't us! Our comrades betrayed us. We'll do your bidding. We'll go back and we'll deliver you the heart."
They look around at
Nice
the wreckage, and they see the chainsawed bodies everywhere, and they say, "We will send a contingent with you."
Hmm?
I say, "What will be our reward?"
Reward? You're lucky to be alive.
You don't even have a little something.
Okay, he bites you.
Aurora just looks at him like,
All right. When he goes to bear down me, I go, okay. Uncle.
Oh. Uncle, cheap.
So
Kill his
excited.
character, DM. Kill his character.
Yeah, you're getting eaten. They just like after this, like they gave you this last chance and you just spat in their face with it. They just descend upon you and start ripping parts off you, eating you, annihilating you. Like it's painful, very painful. The same thing happens to Aurora. The two of you are just torn apart. Like one of them like puts his left hand on and just rips with the right arm and rips your arm off and starts chewing it, and you die a pretty miserable death. So there you go. The other two happily just walk casually back to the other camp with the heart and the gold. You get back and they're pretty pleased to see you, and they're like, "Oh my god, you did it!" Wait, that's not their voice. You did it. Excellent.
And we made it out with 3/4 of the gold, too.
You have done well. As we promised, here is the helmet. And with great ceremony, they hand you this helmet.
All right.
We will show you the way out.
Yes, we definitely will walk with them as quickly as I possibly can with my 2 speed.
Limping, stomach on fire.
As Aurora dies,
Mhm.
as he is gnawed to death, he will look at his assailants and say, "Well, I did not see this coming." And then he'll die.
Very good.
As they're eating my body and I'm going on my way out, I see the river Styx, and on the other side I see the coward Leno, and I see myself picking up a new chainsaw, and just diving into the water to swim across to meet him.
Nice. You two guys are brought through the labyrinth. You actually walk through some walls that look solid but aren't. And you basically, it takes you like maybe a day and a half, but you bring you to the entrance, and they say, "Thank you for your service. It has been most useful to us." You're fucking free to go.
This one up is a win, won't we, Heron?
No problem. So I look towards wherever the nearest city would be, and all of a sudden, this lightning comes and it grabs me and Rust and teleports us really far as the lightning will let us ride towards the nearest city.
Excellent. Okay, so people who are watching, thank you for enduring that absolute clusterfuck of a game. My guests are, of course, SR2 Joker, Be a Better Game Master, Fantastic Dimensions, and Robert Ogre. I'm your LDM. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we